Dear students, as we have already started chapter number 2, database management system of information technology for standard 11, we have already completed few topics which are related with today's topic. Like in last lecture we have studied about how to create a table in database, right? How to create a table in database. Then we have created two tables in database in both Access and in Psql, right? PostgreSQL. We have done this creation of database and creation of table in both the applications, in MS Access and in Psql, both applications, right? We have already studied about it. We have seen the steps. Then in student detail table we have created these 5 columns. These columns are called as field: roll number, student name, contact number, address and date of birth. In another table, student marks, we have created roll number, exam and marks fields, right? Now I told you in last lecture that we have already created these things in MS Access and Psql both. We have seen these steps to create this. Now today we are going to see how to insert the records in table in both applications, in Microsoft Access as well as in Psql. Okay, so today's topic is insertion of record in a table in both the applications, in Microsoft Access and Psql. Okay, now in student details table we have already created the field. Now we are going to insert the record in this. We are going to insert 3 records in this. This is called as record. This is the first record, this is the another record, this is the third record. Okay, so rows are called as record and columns are called as fields. Got it? So students, these columns are called as fields and these rows are called as records. Okay, so this is the first field, roll number, second field, student name, third field, contact number, fourth field, address, and fifth field is date of birth, where we are going to store. In roll number we are going to store number type of data, correct? In student name we are going to store text type of data. In contact number again we are going to store numbers. In address it will be alphanumeric, right? That means user can enter house number also as well as the place name also. And in date of birth it is of date and time. Okay, the data type of this date of birth and is date and time. Got it? And this is the first record, roll number 1, Abraham. Okay, this is the contact number of roll number 1, this is the place or address of roll number 1, and this is the date of birth of roll number 1. So this is the record related with roll number 1. So this is the first record of roll number 1, this is the second record of roll number 2, this is the third record of roll number 3. Got it? So there are 3 records inserted in a table and there are 5 columns which are called as fields. So 5 fields are there in a table and 3 records are added in a table. Got it? Now in second table what we are going to do, in second table again we are going to insert the records. We have already created the field roll number, exam and marks, right? And now we are going to enter the records in roll number, exam and marks. We are going to store first roll number 1 data, that is there are 2 record of this roll number 1. First record is related with unit test, okay, and second record is related with the semester exam, where he has scored 430 marks in unit test and 250 marks in semester. Okay, so we are going to store are going to store the exam first semester. Okay, for roll number 1, for semester exam he has scored 430, and for unit test he has scored 250. Then again for roll number 2 there are 2 records for semester and unit test, 400 and 280. Then again for roll number 3 there are 2 records in student marks. For roll number 3 semester and unit test, 300 and 200, these are the marks. Got it? So we are going to create 2 tables. We have already created in last lecture. Okay, now we are going to insert the records in Access also and in Psql also. First we will see how to insert the record in Microsoft Access. Okay, so for Access, what you are supposed to do, first you are supposed to open the Microsoft Access. Correct? How to open? Just go in all program, click on Microsoft Office, click on Microsoft Office Access 2007. Now we have already created the student database, correct? So we will see where is student database. Here it is, right? We have created it already, so it will it is showing in recent database. Okay, so we will just click on this. It will open our database where we have created 2 tables. First table name is student details, right, where we have created 5 fields: roll number, student name, contact number, address and DOB. And in second table, that is student marks table, we have created roll number, exam and marks. In last lecture I have explained you how to create the database, how to create the student database. This is the student database, and how to insert 2 tables in this student database, and how to create the records, how to create the fields in these tables, right? See, when I click on this and right click on this table, click on design view, you will get the information about field, that what type of data type we have assigned and what are the field names for student details. Then again, when I right click on the student marks, okay, and then click on design view, you will get the field name and the data type for this student marks table. Got it? Then save both the tables and close it from here. Okay, now how to enter the record. First, to enter the record in student details table, just double click here in student details table, right? You will get this. Here you are going to insert the record for roll number 1. What is the name of the student for roll number 1? See here, the name of the student is Abraham, right? So we will write Abraham in roll number 1. Then the contact number of student, so this is the contact number for the student. Then address of the student, we have assigned the address Thane to student, right? So we will write Thane here. And then DOB of the student, see, 12/5/2000. So we will write also 12/5/2000, or you can select it from here also. Okay, so better you write it. Then next, for roll number 2, what is the name of roll number 2? See, John is name of roll number 2. So we will write John. What is the contact number of roll number 2? Okay, just see the contact number 789-456. Okay, so we will write 789-456-1230. This is the contact number of John. Then where do he stay? He stays in Kalyan, right? So we will write Kalyan here. And then date of birth of the student, that is 2010-2001. So we will write 2010-2001. Got it? Then we will write roll number 3 here. What is the name of the student for roll number 3? Johnson. Okay, so we will write Johnson. Then we will write the contact number of the student. What is the contact number? 98745. Okay, 987-456-3210. This is the contact number of the student. Okay, and where do he stay? He stays in B1D. Got it? See, and the date of birth of the student is 18/9/2000. So we will write 18/9/2000. This is the contact number, date of birth of the student. we have added all 3 records in student details. Now we are supposed to save this. So you can save it from here also directly, or you can press Ctrl S to save your details. Okay, then in student marks table, what we are supposed to insert in student marks table, see here students, you have to enter these details in student marks. For roll number 1 2 records, for roll number 2 2 records, and for roll number 3 2 records. So first we will write roll number 1, then exam is for semester, then the marks of the student is 430, right? Then second one is again for roll number 1 for unit test, and the marks obtained is 250. Now next record is for roll number 2. Okay, for semester exam he has scored 400. Okay, then again for roll number 2 unit test, then what score, 280. Okay, then for roll number 3 for semester the marks is 300, and again for roll number 3 for unit test the marks is 200. Then save it and see the details. You will get the detail in your table. So there are 1 2 3 4 5 6 record of 3 roll numbers, and here only 3 records. You have saved only 3 record, roll number 1 2 and 3. Got it? So these are the steps to create or to insert the records in data table in Microsoft Access. Okay, now we are going to do this in Psql, that is PostgreSQL. Okay, we have already created the database in Postgres. What is the database name? First see the list of the database by pressing /L. You will get the list of the database. So there is a database, student database, right? This is the database which we have created in last lecture, student database, correct? So we will open this student database. How to open? /C and then write down the database with which you want to connect. Okay, student underscore database. This is the database which I want to connect with. Press enter. You are now connected to database, student database as user Postgres. Now in this student database we have created 2 tables. So how to see the list of the table? By /D command. Okay, press enter. After /D you will get the table names. What are the table names? Student marks and student details. These are 2 tables which we have created in last lecture, right? What data are there in these tables? What records are there in this table? So how to get the record? We are supposed to use select star command. Select star from, what is the first table name? Student details, right? So student underscore details, this is the table name, right? Semicolon, correct? So you will get what are the data stored in this. There is no data stored in this, or there is no record stored in this table, student details, right? Now we are going to store, or we are going to put the data inside this table. What are the steps to create this? I'll show you this step. Okay, now I will show you how to insert the record in the table by using Psql. Okay, this is PostgreSQL. Okay, so first you are supposed to recall what are the field in this first table. Fields are roll number, student name, contact number, address and DOB. Okay, roll number, name, contact number, address and DOB, these are the field name. Okay, now see, select, sorry, one second. Now see, there are 5 fields in which we are going to insert the record. Okay, so first the command which is used to insert the record is insert into. Okay, this is the command insert into. After this you're supposed to mention the table name where you're going to insert the details. Okay, the table name is student underscore details. This is the table name, correct? Student details, this is the table name. In this table, what field you are going to insert? Now in bracket you are supposed to mention what field you want to insert. First I want to enter roll number, right? Second field is std name, correct? Then the third field is, what is the third field? Contact number, right? Then comma, what is the fourth field? Address. Okay, then the fifth field is DOB. Then you close this and then write down the values, mention the values here. Okay, after values again open the bracket. Now what values you want to put here in this roll number, student, contact number, address and DOB respectively, you are supposed to write it in series. First I want to insert roll number 1, correct? Then the name of the student is Abraham, right? Then after this the contact number of the student is 9876543210. This is the contact number of the student, correct? And then after this, what is the address of the student? The address of the student is, first we have written Thane. So here you have to mention the address, that is Thane. Okay, and then DOB, that is 12/5/2000. So I will write 12/5/2000. Now after this you are supposed to give a semicolon, but it will create error. Why it will create error? Because you have used string type here, that is text type here. So around text type you are supposed to give a colon, single colon, like this. Okay, as Ibrahim is a text type, right? So you are supposed to mention it in quotes. Again, Thane is a text type, so you are supposed to mention it in quotes. Okay, and around this DOB also. Now see students, after pressing enter you will get this message, integer out of range. Why? Because in Access I told you that integer stores or number stores only 9 digit, right? So to store more than 9 digit you are supposed to use double type, correct? So here integer will not work. Here you are supposed to change the type into double type. Okay, as I told you. So first we will change the record here. We will remove the data from here, from contact number. I will remove 2 numbers and then we will execute it. Okay, press enter. Insert 01 record, right? That means you have successfully inserted 1 record in this. Contact number is of 8 digit right now. Okay, for this you are supposed to change the data type of table. This is the another part which I'll explain you later. For this you are supposed to update the table, so I'll explain you how to update the table in further lectures. But now we will enter the record like this only. Okay, then we will enter the second record. For second record again we need these things: roll number, correct? After roll number, student name, contact number and all. Then we will change the record here. Roll number 2. Okay, what is the name of roll number 2? John is the name of roll number 2, so we will write John here. Okay, for John, what is the contact number? We will change the contact number here for time being. Okay, we will change the contact number. Okay, then he stays in Kalyan, so we will change it also. Okay, then date of birth of this is 18 2010, I guess 2010 2001, right? So we will write 20/10 then 2001. This is the second record. Okay, press enter. Again insert 01 record. Now we will see what data we have stored in this. Select star from, okay, what is the table name? Student underscore details. This is the table name. Press semicolon, enter. Right, see, 2 records are added now. Previously 0 record were added. Now we have added 2 records, right? But the contact number is wrong. We are supposed to enter 10-digit number, but we have entered 8-digit numbers only. So we will change it later on. First you see how to insert the record in this. Okay, then I'll show you how to update it in further lecture. Okay, now after this, again third record for this is how to insert the third record. Again same, right? Insert into, then student details, this is the table name, then the field names, and then values. After values, what are the values you want to store? So I want to store record of roll number 3. The name of roll number 3 is Johnson, right? The contact number of this is 987-456-3210. This is the contact number, but it will accept only 9 digit. Okay, then where do we stay? He stays in D1D. Okay, and the contact number of this DOB is 1809-2000. correct? Now again press enter. You will add one more record in this, right? See, insert 01, that means you have successfully added one record in this. Then we will see select star from student details again. See, right? You have added 3 record in this. So we have already added 3 records in MS Access also, and here we have added 3 records now. Okay, now in second table, how to insert the record in another table? So we again need to write insert into, what is the table name? What is the another table name? The another table name is student marks, right? So std underscore marks. This is the another table name, correct? Then after that, what are the field names which you want to write here? What are the fields in student marks table? There are 3 fields. First field is roll number, right? Then second field is exam, and the third field name is marks, correct? These are 3 fields. Now what are the values you want to insert? So after this you are supposed to write down values, and then in bracket write down for roll number 1 what is first one. First exam is SEM, right? Then comma, what is the marks? Marks is, see here, what are marks? 430, right? 430 he scored in semester. Then give semicolon after this and press enter. You have successfully added one record in student marks table. Now see, select star from student marks table, right? See, you have added one record in this one SEM 430. Now how to insert the another record? To get the previous command, you are supposed to press upper arrow key. Okay, you will get the previous commands. When you press upper arrow key, you will get the previous command, which is next to shift button. Okay, so press the upper arrow key to get the previous commands. Okay, So again we are supposed to add the record in the same table, the record for roll number 1 only, but here the exam will get changed into unit test. The marks is again changed with 250 marks. Okay, this is the another record, this is the second record which is added in the same table, that is student marks table. See, second record is added. Now again for third record for roll number 2, right, third record is for roll number 2. So here you will change roll number also, roll number 2 semester. Now for semester he has scored what, 400 marks, so you will write here 400. Okay, then again insert into for roll number 2 only, for unit test exam, what is the marks he has scored, 280, right? So you will write 280 here, press enter. Now see, select star from student marks, correct, you have added 4 records in this. Now again for 3, roll number 3, right, write down the command for inserting record for roll number 3 for semester, correct, he has scored 300 marks, correct. Then again for roll number 3 in UT, he has scored 200 marks. Now see how many records are added in this. Total 6 records are added into student marks table. Got it? So we have added 6 records in student marks table and 3 records in the first table, that is students detail table. Which command is used to insert the record? Insert into command is used to insert the record in a table. So insert into command is used to insert the record in a table, whereas insert into is a keyword to insert the record. It is a command, insert into, to insert the record in a table. Table name means the table name where you want to insert the record. Fields are the fields which you have already created while creating the table. Okay, here you are supposed to mention the field names, field 1, field 2, field 3, field 4, whatever field you have entered in this, all field names you are supposed to mention where you want to insert the record. Okay, then values, after that closing the bracket, you are supposed to mention the values. Here value 1 for field 1, value 2 for field 2. Suppose it is roll number, so value for roll number 1, for roll number, value for name of the student, like this. See students, this is the example. Insert into, this is the command. Student marks is a table name. Roll number, exam and marks, these are 3 fields for student marks table. If you want to insert only in roll number and exam, you don't want to mention the marks, then you are supposed to write only roll number and exam, then bracket close, and then you are supposed to write down the values for roll number. Roll number is 1 and the exam value is SEM. Okay, if you don't want to mention this marks, remove it from here and remove this marks from here. Okay, so you need to mention only 2 field here and 2 records here. Got it? So this is the syntax for inserting the record in a table. Insert into command, then table name, then field names, okay, in a bracket, and then values, then again brackets where you are supposed to mention the values for field. I hope you have understood this. We have seen both the methods for access also and for PSQL also, how to insert the record in PSQL and in access also. Okay, we have created two tables in MS Access and in PSQL. Got it? I hope you have understood. If you have any doubts, just note it down. Whenever we will come in college, we will meet in college, then we will discuss all the doubts. Please make a note of your doubt so that you can clear it out whenever we